with it, and it's going to be enough to chase dZdou away, and he really wants Blink, I think, as that would really help him to fend off these Mutalisks, this Mutalisk harass that he's currently suffering. And Roaches and Lynx try to move in, but they see that the path in is blocked, which is of course good blocking by Moggels. Sometimes you see players moving all their zealots over here when they get Mutalisk harassed, and Zerglings can just slip in. Moggels only used his Stalkers, which is the right choice. We could see a lot of probes idling here because he's not using a rally point, but he's moving them to the gas right now, so I guess not a lot of damage done right there. He really needs to mine from that simulator as well though. More Mutas and Lynx coming in, and frankly I am not sure. I think dZdou might just be able to attack right now and pretty much end the game. Let's take a look at the army value here. His army is worth a lot more and is a lot bigger. However, Moggels of course has the defender's advantage, and if he manages to fend off the push, he might just be able to come out on top of this game. However, dZdou is mining for the gold, and he's basically expanded twice. He's got an infestation pit up. It might be making a hive soon for Ultralisks. Excuse me. And frankly, it's not looking good for Moggels as it is right now. Stalkers are trying to move around inside the base to fend off the Mutalisks, while the Zealots are just protecting so that they do not get, you know, no Zerglings get into the base. And he's just trying to mine. He's making more probes. Probably gonna be taking Blink now. He has Blink coming up because he wants to be able to deal with the Mutalisks. Fortunately for Moggels, I think even Mutalisks are cost effective against Stalkers, or at the very least very good against Stalkers. And with superior economic, with no doubt dZdou will be able to kill these Stalkers with the Mutas eventually, as he's trying to do right now it seems. And the Zealots are moving out, and this is not a good thing for Moggels, as the army will move in with way too big attack space. The Lynx and Roaches will be able to rip through the Zealots eventually as they go down. Warp gates are not finished yet, and nice force fields coming up. He's going to be able to finish off these Mutalisks. I think 3 Mutalisks left. The Roaches and Zerglings pull back. Banelings coming in, looking to Baneling bust the warp gates it seems. That is a ballsy move. The sentries are out of energy. No way has actually got enough energy for 2 more force fields, so he will definitely be able to fend off the attack if they try to move in, unless of course they blow up the warp gates. And usually it will not be beneficial for a Zerg player to try to blow up the warp gates because it will take so many Banelings, but in this case it might just be beneficial. His army might just be enough to beat Moggels' army, even while sacrificing so many minerals and gas. He's not expanding again, so Moggels might just be able to expand if he fends this off. If the attack is moving in right now, he really needs to get these force fields up. And the force field is up. I use both force fields. I think I only need to use one, as the Banelings are ripping through the warp gates and the army is finally going to be able to move in. But there was just too much minerals and gas wasted on these Banelings, as the Roaches and Lynx just aren't able to quite overcome this Stalker army, but the Stalker army isn't able to just flat out destroy the Lynx and Roaches either. It's very even at this point. More Stalkers getting warped in. Moggels wants to make a move right now. Is he going to try to gain an economical advantage or just try to finish the game right there? Nice microing by dZdou as he sacrifices his Lynx in order to save his more precious Roaches. The Stalkers move to the tower, realize their mistake, and falls back. They killed one Ling though, so so that's good. This game is really heating up, as I am pretty much very excited to see who's going to win this battle. It is morphing more Stalkers and Sentries. This is the classic Stalker ball that Protoss often uses. His robo facility is still up, but he doesn't seem to be wanting to make Colossi right now. He's expanding again, and it doesn't seem that dZdou is able to detect it. He's got I think he's got enough Roaches and Lynx to... I'm not actually sure who would come out on top of this, because the force fields can be used to such an advantage, as he's making a bunch of Corruptors. Oh my god, it's not going to be Corruptors, it's going to be Broodlords. This is going to be terrible, terrible news for Moggels, unless he really micros his Stalkers to the very pretty much limit they can be microed and manage to take the Broodlords out. This is going to be very, very tough for Moggels to deal with. He does not have air superiority at all, especially not with his Corruptors out. There is no way for him to gain air superiority just like that. He's destroying the rocks to the goal here though, as he wants to expand again, it seems. He's probably going to be taking Psionic Storm soon. Yes, he's going to be taking Psionic Storm since the Templar Archives are up. But dZdou's army is just way ahead in army value and is probably going to be able to destroy Moggels' forces. But then again, I think I said that before, at least I thought so, but Moggels was able to survive. Maybe he will surprise us again as he's trying to transition a few probes to his Expo here. This Overlord here pretty much disappeared. I think it might have died or something, blown up. Poor balloon. Oh well. dZdou have also expanded again, is lying one base ahead of his opponent. Of course, that is very common for Zerg to do and still be in an equal position, since, you know, I'm actually not sure what I was going to say. It's very, I am basically, yeah, okay, yes I am. Yes I am. Taking back that, yes I am, okay. It's very common for Zerg to be one base ahead of his opponent and still be equals. That is very common for Zerg, and it is by no means imbalanced or anything. Actually, I think that is a misconception, but I'm not going to discuss that right now more than I have already done, because this is an exciting match and I have to cause the goddamn match and not speculate around balance and whatnot. The High Templars are moving in, and they have Storm. They might be able to just take out a lot of forces. The Broodlords are morphing in. There's 2 Broodlords here already. Storm is coming out. Not enough Lings die. The Stalker Ball is getting eaten alive by the Lings and Broodlords. And he needs to get out of there. He's popping the Guardian Shield, which will of course help, but not a lot. As Moggels' army is just getting basically torn to pieces by these Broodlords. And dZdou is going to wanna make a move right now. He found the expansion with his Overlord. I think he's going to destroy the expansion. He sees that there's no Expo in gold. He wants to move up here. Yes, he's going to move up there and destroy the Expo. This Overlord scouting out here. Moggels is in a very bad position right now. He's morphing in more High Templars though. You never know when Toss has High Templars. He might be able to destroy a mass of Zerg units, but with the Broodlords out, I really doubt that's happening, because with these power units out in small masses, the High Templars aren't going to be very effective. Also, it's not going to be very effective out in the open, as we could see just recently when he wasn't really able to storm the Lings very efficiently since they surrounded his troops. He's making 2 extra warp gates again. He's got a lot of excess minerals. Imagine if he had 10 more Zealots right now. Might have looked at least a little better, but not looking good for him now. I would be really surprised if he's able to fend this attack off. As the pylon gets taken down, another pylon is almost getting eaten by the Broodlords. Broodlings and Broodlords, of course. And dZdou just has total air superiority right now, as the Stalkers are just going down, trying to kill the Broodlings in desperation, but it does not seem like Moggels is able to really come out on top of this battle, as he's trying to morph in more Zealots, but it is futile really. dZdou could just move in at any moment right now and destroy Moggels. I have to say though, yes, you heard me, I'm actually going to pretty much assume that this match is over by now, because I really see no way for Moggels to come out on top. Just look at the damn army value and the expansions. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh well, I'm going to say that I was really impressed by Moggels' play, as he's blinking and trying to kill the Broodlords. Anyways, I was really impressed by Moggels' early aggression this game. It was really unorthodox, really clever, but dZdou was able to also just as cleverly fight it off, and a well-deserved win to dZdou, although Moggels did also play really well. I'm not sure what to say more about it. I'm actually, before I run out of words even more, I'm just going to take this cost down. And of course, GGs have already come out. They both left the game, so game over. Good game.